Would Medusa use filters or break the camera? In ancient Greek mythology, Medusa was a figure of terrifying power and profound tragedy. Her gaze could turn flesh to stone, a curse that transformed her from a beautiful priestess into a monstrous gorgon. Her image has haunted our collective imagination for millennia, a symbol of danger, fear, and the power of the gaze. But what if Medusa lived in our world today? A world obsessed with appearances, where every face is curated, every flaw airbrushed, and every moment filtered for public consumption. In the age of Instagram, TikTok, and endless selfies, where self-worth is often tied to digital validation, we ask a provocative question. Would Medusa use filters to hide her monstrous transformation? Or would she, in an act of ultimate defiance, break the camera that judges her? Today, on Echoes of Olympus, we delve into the myth of Medusa and explore its chilling parallels with our modern culture of image, filters, and the relentless pursuit of digital perfection. The myth of Medusa: beauty, curse, and transformation. Medusa was not born a monster. According to the most widely accepted version of her myth, she was once a beautiful mortal priestess of Athena, renowned for her stunning hair. Her beauty, however, became her undoing. She was violated by Poseidon in Athena's temple, an act that led to a terrible curse from the enraged goddess. Athena, instead of punishing Poseidon, transformed Medusa into a hideous gorgon. Her beautiful hair became a writhing mass of venomous snakes, and her once captivating eyes gained the power to turn anyone who met her gaze into stone. This transformation was not just physical. It was a profound psychological and social exile. Medusa became an outcast, feared and reviled, forced to live in isolation. Her very existence became a weapon, a source of terror. The myth of Medusa is a tragic tale of victim blaming, of beauty turned to horror, and of a powerful gaze that, once admired, became a source of destruction. She was a victim of circumstance, cursed to embody the very fear and judgment that society projected onto her. Her story highlights the destructive power of a judging gaze, whether divine or human, and the profound impact of societal condemnation on an individual's identity. It sets the stage for our modern dilemma. How do we navigate a world where everyone is constantly under the gaze of others, and where the pressure to conform to idealized images is immense? The culture of image and filters, our digital masks. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we find ourselves immersed in a culture obsessed with image, driven by the pervasive influence of social media. Platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok have transformed personal expression into a constant performance, where our lives are curated, edited, and presented for public consumption. At the heart of this phenomenon are filters, digital tools that can instantly smooth skin, reshape features, add makeup, or even completely alter our appearance. They are our modern-day masks, allowing us to present an idealized version of ourselves to the world. This culture fosters a relentless pursuit of perfection. We are bombarded with images of flawless faces, unattainable body types, and seemingly perfect lives. The pressure to conform to these idealized standards is immense, particularly for younger generations. We spend countless hours perfecting our digital personas, often at the expense of our authentic selves. The line between reality and curated fantasy blurs, creating a distorted mirror where our reflections are no longer our own, but a composite of algorithms and societal expectations. The pursuit of the ideal self. Filters allow us to instantly achieve a perceived ideal of beauty, erasing perceived flaws and enhancing desirable features. This can be empowering for some, offering a playful way to express creativity. However, for many, it becomes a compulsive act, driven by insecurity and the desire for external validation. The more we rely on filters, the more our self-worth becomes tied to an artificial image. The illusion of perfection. Social media feeds become highlight reels, showcasing only the best, most polished versions of our lives. This creates an illusion of widespread perfection, leading to social comparison and feelings of inadequacy. Everyone else seems to be living a flawless life, contributing to anxiety, depression, and body image issues. The commodification of identity. Our digital identities become commodities, subject to likes, shares, and comments. The more we conform to popular aesthetics, the more engagement we receive, reinforcing the cycle of performance. Our authentic selves are often sidelined in favor of a persona designed for maximum digital appeal. In this environment, the very act of looking at ourselves or at others is mediated by a digital lens. We are constantly under the gaze of an invisible audience, and the pressure to present a flawless image can feel as petrifying as Medusa's stare. The question then becomes, how do we navigate this landscape without losing ourselves in the pursuit of an unattainable ideal? Medusa. Filter or break the camera. So, given her tragic story and the power of her gaze, how would Medusa, the cursed Gorgon, respond to our modern culture of filters and curated images? Would she succumb to the pressure to conform, or would she rebel against it? Let's explore these two possibilities. Possibility 1. Medusa uses filters, the path of conformity and concealment. Hiding the monstrous. Medusa was cursed to be a monster, an outcast. In a world where filters offer instant beautification and the ability to hide perceived flaws, she might be tempted to use them. She could digitally smooth her scales, soften her serpentine hair, or even transform her petrifying eyes into something more conventionally appealing. This would be an attempt to reclaim her lost beauty, to fit in, to avoid the judgment and fear her true form evokes, seeking acceptance. The curse isolated Medusa. Filters offer a pathway to acceptance, to being seen as beautiful and desirable. For someone who is ostracized, the allure of digital validation might be powerful. She might use filters to create a new, acceptable persona, a digital mask, to navigate a world that fears her true self. The new curse. However, this path would lead to a new kind of curse, the curse of inauthenticity. By constantly hiding her true self behind filters, Medusa would perpetuate her own isolation, living a life defined by a fabricated image, never truly seen or accepted for who she is. Possibility 2. Medusa breaks the camera, the path of rebellion and authenticity. Defiance against judgment. Medusa's original curse came from being judged and transformed. Her petrifying gaze was a defense mechanism, turning those who would harm or judge her into stone. In this scenario, the camera, representing the judging eye of society and the pressure to conform, would be her target. Breaking it would be an act of fierce defiance, a refusal to participate in a system that demands she hide her true self. Reclaiming power. Her gaze, though cursed, was also her power. By breaking the camera, she reclaims that power, asserting her right to exist as she is, without needing to be filtered or approved. It's a statement that her worth is not determined by external validation or aesthetic standards. Authenticity over performance. This choice would represent a radical embrace of authenticity. It's a rejection of the superficiality of the filter culture, a declaration that her truth, even if uncomfortable or unconventional, is more valuable than any idealized facade. It's a call for others to see beyond the surface and to accept the raw, unfiltered reality. While the first path offers a temporary escape from judgment, the second offers true liberation. Medusa, in her essence, was a figure of tragic power. Her choice would likely lean towards a fierce assertion of her being, even if it meant confronting the world head-on. She would break the camera, not just to destroy it, but to shatter the illusion of perfection it perpetuates. The consequences of constant performance. The choice Medusa faces, whether to filter or to break the camera, reflects a profound dilemma in our society. The constant pressure to perform, to present an idealized version of ourselves online, comes with significant psychological costs. This relentless pursuit of digital perfection can lead to a range of negative consequences: erosion of self-esteem and body image issues. When our self-worth becomes tied to external validation and the number of likes or followers, our self-esteem becomes fragile. Constantly comparing ourselves to idealized, filtered images of others, or even ourselves, can lead to feelings of inadequacy, dissatisfaction with our appearance, and the development or exacerbation of body dysmorphia. Increased anxiety and depression. The pressure to maintain a flawless online persona can be incredibly stressful. The fear of not measuring up, of being judged, or of having our authentic selves exposed can fuel anxiety. The disconnect between our curated online lives and our messy realities can lead to feelings of loneliness, isolation, and depression, even while seemingly connected to thousands. Loss of authenticity. When we consistently present a filtered version of ourselves, we risk losing touch with our authentic self. The constant performance can become exhausting, leading to a sense of inauthenticity and a feeling that we are never truly seen or understood for who we are. This can hinder genuine connection and intimacy in real-world relationships. Addiction to validation. The intermittent rewards of likes and positive comments can create a powerful addiction to external validation. Our brains become wired to seek these digital dopamine hits, leading to compulsive checking of social media and a dependence on external approval for our sense of worth. This makes it harder to find intrinsic motivation or self-acceptance. Distorted perception of reality. The pervasive use of filters and editing tools can distort our perception of what is real and achievable. We begin to internalize these artificial standards, making it harder to appreciate natural beauty, imperfections, and the diverse range of human appearances. This can lead to a cycle of endless dissatisfaction and a relentless pursuit of an unattainable ideal. Medusa's myth, therefore, serves as a powerful cautionary tale. Her transformation was forced upon her, but in our modern world, we often willingly inflict a similar transformation upon ourselves, trading authenticity for acceptance and reality for a filtered fantasy. The question is, are we willing to pay the price? The power of the unfiltered gaze. So, would Medusa use filters or break the camera? While the temptation to conform, to hide perceived flaws, and to seek validation is powerful in our digital age, the true spirit of Medusa, in her tragic defiance, would likely choose the latter. She would break the camera, not out of destruction, but out of a fierce assertion of her authentic self, a refusal to be judged or confined by the superficial gaze of others. Her myth, therefore, becomes a powerful allegory for our time. It challenges us to question the pervasive culture of filters and curated images. It asks us to consider the cost of constantly performing for an audience and the profound impact it has on our self-worth, our mental health, and our ability to connect authentically. The true power, the true beauty, lies not in the flawless, filtered image, but in the raw, complex, and authentic self. It lies in the courage to embrace our imperfections, to accept our unique transformations, and to present ourselves to the world without apology or disguise. This is the unfiltered gaze, a gaze that seeks not to turn others to stone, but to inspire genuine connection and self-acceptance. Let us learn from Medusa's tragic story and reclaim our own power. Let us choose authenticity over performance, self-acceptance over external validation, and genuine connection over superficial likes. For in a world obsessed with appearances, the most revolutionary act might just be to show up as your true, unfiltered self. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the Echoes of Olympus channel for more deep dives into mythology, philosophy, and the complexities of identity in the digital age, and share it with someone who needs to break free from the pressure of filters. And remember, your true reflection is far more powerful than any filtered image.